haven't tried it yet?
You
wait a minute. Open it up right now. I mean, you got to open it
You
up.
pick the fat guy and you go
ahead.
ahead.
No, man. I'm telling you, you got to taste it.
It's good.
If you taste it, I promise you, you taste it.
And what is it? It's the new Butterfinger Peanut Butter Cup. It's delicious.
And you know why you're going to love it? Why? Because it's soft and crunchy.
Soft and crunchy.
Smooth and crunchy. Smooth and crunchy.
I was smooth.
I like
he's
soft.
the crunchy.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Smooth and crunchy.
So there's a method
to the madness. You got a method to the madness.
You two together. Okay, I see that here because there's no doubt. Was there a smoother back than Eric?
No. We know that.
There was not.
So, well, first of all, when you think about what he did and how he did it, it didn't look like he was doing it, right? I mean, and then on top of that, his record. You know, the fascinating thing, and we were just talking about this. Think of the record that he made and the record that he still owns. How many yards he had to fight for that would allow him to have just an extra yard. Now, the record was almost got broken. How many yards?
9 yards short.
9 yards short.
And that's my favorite number. I always had.
So think about that. 9 yards short. And I know this. Those 9 yards that he was short, at least 4 of those yards, it was because he ran over me.
Two things about that. I don't ever remember. You mentioned smooth, and I don't ever really remember your runs looking like you were fighting. It would always look smooth.
Right.
It was a lot of it, especially playing against this guy to my left. I mean, we had some battles on the field, and I was telling the guys before he hit me one time in my ribs, and I still talk about it because I have a picture in my house of it. I meant to show you that picture. I have a picture in my house of it, and when I got up, go to the huddle, because he said, I got you. I said, you didn't get me. Oh, he did. And Vince Ferragamo said, he called 47 gap. I said, no, you got to throw it. I can't run it right now. You got to throw it.
And yet there it is. So you did get
Crunch
a big
me.
hit.
No, look. And the funny thing about that, great competitors, and he knows this. We've talked about this. That's why this game is so special, because two teams have found themselves doing everything they possibly can do to be here. And not only have they done everything they possibly can do to get here, now all of a sudden they got to do it one more time. And not only do they get a chance to do it one more time, I promise you this, my Butterfinger Peanut Butter Cup, I'm going to be sitting there at my house. I'm going to be crunching on one. I know he'll be. I know. He's got a bunch of them in the refrigerator. He's got a sweet problem, man.
Neither one of you look like it though. You're in great shape.
Man, you kidding me, Joe? It's a lot going on these clothes.
By the way, did you model your glasses after the goggles you used to wear?
Man, I hated them glasses. I couldn't see. I had to wear. I hated them glasses, but I had to wear them. Everybody thought they were cool, and I hated them.
I did. They were awesome.
I hated them things.
First of all, did anybody look better in a uniform than this guy, Ronnie?
Hey, look, I can tell you right now.
Don't leave out the Jerry curl now.
I can tell you right now. The neck roll.
There it is. I've talked to
neck
Eric.
roll, and not only the neck roll, but he knows this. No one at that time ran like that with a neck roll.
That's right.
Right? No. Because everybody had a neck roll was usually about this big, and they were about this short. And they had a neck roll because they were blocking somebody. I've talked
to Eric about this a number of times. If there's any reason he might remember me, it's because I talk about uniform, because I can remember it all. Because it wasn't just the neck roll. It was how it tucked underneath.
I had to pull out wide.
Horns. I've told them this. Do you know how long I tried to figure out on my shoulder pads
how to do that so it could go that way?
You were a kid, it'd go like this.
You had to drill holes in your pads.
Is that what it was?
You had to drill holes in your pads to tie it out.
Now let go even further. Well, first of all, that Rams uniform was as good a looking uniform as there's ever been made.
I know.
Then he had the knee pads for elbow pads.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. I did.
The little thin towel.
Oh, no, he had the towel.
The towel?
Yeah, the towel.
And the knee pads for hip pads.
And then he wore the mask that nobody wore then until you. You were the first guy, and you wore it at SMU as well.
That's right.
Yeah, very impressive.
Hey, man, you know something?
You're watching.
Trust me, there's a reason why Fatty talks on the radio about football.
Well, I tell you what.
He can't play.
You ain't fat.
No.
Man, I'm telling you, there's a lot going on these clothes I got on here, boy. If I took your shirt,
hey, I pay attention, and Ronnie, I can break down yours too. Trust me. First of all, you wore too big a face mask sometimes for being the safety.
Yeah, I
coming
did.
up putting those hits on people.
I did. You know, the sad part is I have these really big shoulder pads. I had
Oh,
all
God,
of
they
it,
were
man. You know, but I had to do all that because when you hit with your shoulders, you got to protect your shoulders. I mean, I watch the guys today, and I see a lot of guys that don't use their shoulders, and I don't understand why you would lead with your head. I just don't get the fact that I'm going to tackle somebody and lead with my head. And I get the fact that you got to go in there and you got to stick your head in there, but I'm not sticking my head in where it's first. I'm going to stick my shoulder and get some part of that, but to get your head involved in it. And the times that I got my head involved, the times that I got my bell rung. So, you know, I don't – it's tough because I know a lot of kids learn that, hey, man, you got to lead and you want to go out there and make tackles, but you can't lead with your head.
Yeah, no, you got to be smooth like Eric. You got to run up and down.
Yeah, right.
Every time, look like you're a band leader. You know, with the high steps kicking out there. Yeah, trust me.
I love that one right there.
I like that. The band leader. I like that.
He would, you know, now when finally cornered, he'd break it down and give you a wiggle.
Oh,
He'd drop down behind the pad.
Hey, look, I can tell you.
But where he liked is that.
Oh, you know, standing
Up
straight up.
there, yeah.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
look,
There you go.
Look, when he was running like a band leader, it was usually for a touchdown.
I think your two careers, he told the story one time about running with Coach Robinson. So, yeah, listen to me. And no pads, making no noise, no without your pads. You seem to be like a train rattling down. Here come the pads. They can hear you coming.
Oh, no, what? I'll tell you this right now, man. The two of us will tell you, this has been awesome just hanging with you. And more importantly, man, we want to leave this party gift with you.
Yes, I'll take it.
We want to leave it with you.
The Butterfinger peanut butter cups, they're out. Smooth like Eric Dickerson.
And crunchy
like
Ronnie
Lott.
Lott.
I got it. Gentlemen, hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, man.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you, too.
Eric, I'll talk to you again later about your uniform in a couple of years. Eric Dickerson and Ronnie Lott joining